Welcome.
Introducing the new and improved Jojo.
Jojo, what are you doing?
Well, JD, you see, I'm trying to become more amazing and special. My apologies.
Jojo, your value and how special you are doesn't come from how you look or dress.
Really? It doesn't? Well, this hat would go great with your outfit.
No. People think value comes from all kinds of things, like how you look, or how strong or fast you are.
Or maybe how much you know, or where you're from, or who your parents are.
But your value doesn't come from any of those things.
But where does it come from then?
Well, let's get this show started to find out.
It's time for Bible speeding, and today we're going to look at when God made the first two people from Genesis 1 and 2. So,
You forgot to say it!
say what?
3, 2, 1, go! Whoops. Go!
Right, so anyways, Genesis 1 tells us how God created everything in 6 days. Light, earth, plants, stars and planets, fish, birds, all the animals, and all of it was good. But on the 6th day, after those things were created, God had one more special thing to make. God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." When God made people, they were different from the animals. God made people above the animals, and put them in charge of all the other creatures he had made. So, how did God create the first two people? The Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Then God made a special garden for this man, Adam, to live in and take care of. But then God said, "It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper, comparable to him." God formed all the animals and birds and creatures that he made and brought them to Adam. So Adam gave names to all the animals, but there wasn't a helper for him. Remember, Adam was different from all the animals. Then God caused Adam to fall asleep. While Adam was sleeping, God took one of Adam's ribs, and out of this rib, God made a helper for Adam, a woman, and he named her Eve. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Adam and Eve were the first two people, and everyone is descended from them, including you. What does it mean that God made people in his image? It doesn't mean that we look like God. God doesn't have a body like we do. And also, people can look very different from each other on the outside. One thing it means is that we're different from and above the animals. They were not made in the image of God, and unlike animals, there are certain qualities that we have, like creativity, love, and the freedom to choose whether to do right or wrong. So, you're made in the image of God. That's amazing. But did you know that God also made you unique and one of a kind? JD is going to show us some of the things that set you apart from everyone else in the whole world. Let's go to Amazing Inventions.
Hey, JD, your thingy isn't working. I think you messed up.
That's because it only works for me.
What? That's so rude.
Well, it needs my handprint. And it's not just a thingy. It's the Super Safe 8.2.
Well, how come it only works for your hand? I'm your own sister. My hand should work.
Nope. Because God made us each in a special way, our handprints are different. Even though we are siblings. And I also set up the safe to only recognize me. Haha.
Well, that's really disappointing. But what are you even putting in this box thingy anyway?
It's a safe. And inside is my collection of smashed pennies I collect from all the different places I go.
That's all that's in there? Pennies? I thought it was millions. That's boring anyway. Have fun! Bye!
Bye. Well, you see, the Super Safe 8.2 doesn't just have the handprint scanner. It also can scan the sound of my voice, the color of my eye, how tall I am, my hair color, just to make sure it's really me opening the safe. Now, even though Jojo is my sister, we don't share all the same characteristics. And while you might look like some of your siblings, or even if you have a twin, you are not exactly like them. Now, identical twins look, identical, but they have things that are different, like their fingerprints. Every person has what is called DNA, which is needed to live, and contains the information that makes you who you are. It's like the instructions to make you. Whether it's the kind of hair you have, how tall you are, or the color of your eyes, your DNA has all that information stored inside of you. Now God created each of us with our own DNA, and no two people are exactly alike. Psalm 119:73 says, "Your hands have made me and fashioned me." God created you, and He made you unique. There has never been, and will never be another person exactly like you. Now to open that safe. Aha!
So not only are people made in God's image, but God made each person unique. There's only one person exactly like you.
Whoa, I think I get it now. I don't need all this stuff to make me more special. I have something really cool to show you guys. Let's go to my toy box.
Okay.
Welcome to my toy box. This is gonna be so fun. So today, inside my box, I have another box. Isn't that funny? A box inside a box. Well, let's see what else there is. Well, would you look at that? Another box. Okay, enough boxes. Let's see what else we have. Here we have a chest. That's just a fancy box. Well, another box. We have another box. And there's one more thing. A bag. What is that doing in my toy box? Okay, so we have a box, a little box, a fancy box, and a bag. They all look pretty different. Even the 3 boxes, well, 4, are all different sizes and colors and shapes. Do these 5 things have anything in common? Well, let's take a look at what's inside. Inside my toy box, there is a diamond. Whoa, that's really cool. Now, let's look in this box. Ooh, look, another diamond. What about this teensy weensy itty bitty little box? Let's see. Whoa, look, there's a diamond in here too. Now, let's see what's in the chest, my fancy box. Is there a diamond? Oh, there is. Then there's this bag. Wait, there's something in there. It's a diamond. Wow. So each one of these had a diamond inside. That's really cool. Each of these things are valuable, not because of the bag or the box, but because of the diamond on the inside. That's like you and me. Our value comes from who we are on the inside, because each one of us is specially made by God. Psalm 139:14 says, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well." Before you were even born, God was making you exactly who you're supposed to be. And God is perfect, so He didn't make any mistakes. It doesn't matter how you might see yourself. People all look different on the outside, but we are all equally valuable because each one of us was made by God in His image.
Your value doesn't come from how you look, like if you're tall or short, whether your hair is curly or straight, or the color of your skin. You and everyone you know are valuable because you're made by God, and no one is more important or less important than anyone else. We are all made in the image of God. We've learned a lot about how you are wonderfully made by God, and now it's time for you to make a craft to help you remember all the things we've talked about.
Today, we're going to make a story booklet about our lives and how God has made us very special. Let's get crafting! Okay, so the first thing you need to do is print out this template from the link in the description box below. Next, we need to cut out our storybook. Next, we're going to fold our book in half. next page reminds us of our story, which is that God created each one of us unique with a special eye color and hair color and skin color. So on this page, we get to do a self-portrait, but don't forget to write your name at the bottom. So first, my hair color is brown. So I'll color my person's hair brown. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm sure yours looks great too. Next, we get to do our eye color. Now, my eye color is green, and I kind of colored into the line that the eye color is supposed to be in, so I'm just going to write it below it. Next, we're going to color in our skin. I have lighter skin, so I'm going to use a lighter brown. We also get to color in our clothes. I have purple and blue and pink today. Last, we get to write our names on the very bottom of this page. Next, we turn the page. On this page, we have a diamond. This page reminds us of why we are valuable. We have 2 clues on the next page that help us answer this. There are 2 Bible verses that tell us that we are made by God, and that is why we are valuable. Next, we get to color in the diamonds. On the last page, we have a Bible verse to color in. This is the Bible verse that we talked about earlier with my toy box. It reminds us that God created us specially and that He made us exactly how we were supposed to be. Wow, it looks perfect! We'd love to see what your craft looks like. You can show us by taking a picture and sharing it with us on Facebook at In the Gap Kids. Thank you for joining us on the Puppet Show. Remember, God made you special, and we'll see you next time.